the first beverage free and some other goodies. But I invite everybody to come. It's a rain or shine event. I checked the weather forecast. It's supposed to be gorgeous.
All right.
High of 70 degrees. It's a perfect autumn day. We want everybody to come. I don't want to hog the microphone. My buddy Fred is here, but we've got a big brass band. We've got food trucks. We've got an a cappella group coming from Richmond to sing patriotic songs.
Right.
Red, white, and blue everywhere. If you're patriotic, if you love this country, if you love veterans, if you know a veteran, you should be there. End of story, period. Next chapter.
Okay.
Everybody should come.
Well, we'll get your contact information. So the other gentleman we have this morning is Fred Hill. And
Yes, sir.
Fred knows some of my family.
Absolutely, and some fine folks I might
All right.
add. How you doing out
I'm
there,
all right,
Mike?
Fred. How are you?
I'm doing very well. It's been a pleasure to be on the committee for this program. But this is our third year.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have food trucks. Taco Loco is going to be there. Pippi's Doghouse, Fish and Pig. We got a barbecue truck going to be out there. We've got some truly amazing displays. The Ground Zero flag is the actual flag that flew over the rubble of 9/11.
Okay.
We will have that on loan.
Okay.
And it will be presented on horseback to our fire department chief.
That's amazing.
And yeah, it is amazing. And we're going to have bagpipers. Kerby mentioned the a cappella group, the Greater Richmond Choir. They are an amazing group. They'll be doing a national anthem.
Right.
We got the Heart of Virginia Community Band, and they're always wonderful. They do a great selection of patriotic tunes.
Sounds like you're not skimping on this thing. You're going all out.
No. Kerby is a dynamic leader, by the way. He's our committee chairman.
I couldn't lead these guys to a restaurant if I was buying. But it's a great group of guys and gals on the committee.
Right.
I do want to pipe in about the Ground Zero flag.
Okay.
There's talk that it will probably go into a museum soon. So I really encourage folks to come out and see it. There's a pageantry that goes along with
Right.
it. It gives you goosebumps, and we hope folks will come and check it out.
So it's not now because they're doing things allowing people like you guys to use it
Right.
for these events.
Right.
And also we're going to have what is known as the Global War on Terrorism Memorial there.
Okay.
The nickname for it is the dog tag flag. And it's this huge flag. Correct me. It's
26 feet by 8.
Yeah, it's just ginormous. And the stars and stripes and everything are made up of dog tags of everybody who's died since on 9/11 and since fighting the war on terror. And it's quite a moving experience.
Yeah.
It will give you goosebumps and bring a tear to your eye. And really everybody should see it and pay their respect and appreciate the life and liberty that we have and folks who died for us.
Yep.
And this is very much a full family event. We want people to bring kids. Kids need to learn this stuff too.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Paul Barlow noticed the raffle. He got real interested in what you're giving away.
We have some great folks.
Yeah.
We've got several people on our committee as well as people who have kiosks. And one of the organizations is the Military Officers Association of America. And they are running a raffle, and they will have tickets there as well as pre-sale. But they are raffling off a Henry Big Boy, 44 caliber, with just a beautiful hardened brass receiver. It's a gorgeous weapon.
I've seen the picture. It's nice.
And there's $40 a piece for the tickets. And we're only selling 150.
Okay.
So you've got a reasonably good chance. Another good reason to come out to the extravaganza.
Exactly.
And they're also running another raffle, which we kind of discourage anyone that wins the rifle to win the other one because it's a booze basket.
Okay.
And it's a pretty high-end booze basket, too.
Okay.
But those
you know what they
tickets...
say, the ATF, it should be a convenience store, not,
Not
a government agency.
There you go. But that will be at... they'll have a kiosk set up, and they'll be selling tickets for that as well.
Okay.
And tickets, the raffle drawing will be at 4 p.m. that day.
Okay.
So...
I'd like to share, if I may,
Sure.
part of the purpose of why we decided to do this in the first place. We really want this to be one-stop shopping
Right.
for Marines or any branch of the service, I should say, for veterans. If there's an organization anywhere near here that's a player for veterans in any way, shape, or form, they provide any services, they will probably have a booth there.
Right.
So maybe somebody is new in town and they're a veteran and they're thinking, oh, maybe I should check out the VFW or the American Legion. They'll have a booth there.
Right.
The Farmville Jarheads will have a booth there. But also folks who provide services. The Veterans Affair, the VA will be there. Their chaplain services will be there. Disabled American Veterans will be there. The American Federation for Suicide Prevention. We've all heard those statistics about veterans committing suicide. It's very sad, but
Yeah,
they'll
it
have
is.
a booth there. Even the Veterans Cemetery in Amelia will be there.
Okay.
I mean, it's a one-stop shopping. I call it the Veterans Midway. Everybody will have a booth. You don't have to go visit them, but if you're looking for a friendly, face-to-face way to learn more and ask questions. Hospice, for example, I don't know if you know this. They have a wonderful program where they train veterans to go visit other veterans who are in hospice.
That's great.
And there's a special camaraderie between veterans
Yeah.
that other people just don't get or understand or participate in.
Right.
Fred, you want to add anything to that?
Well, I'm a proud member of the We Honor Veterans Hospice Program. There's 5 of us. and,
Okay.
that will be represented. The chaplain services, as Kerby named most of them off, but there are so many organizations that are veteran-related. The Patriot Riders. I mean, it's a group of people that attend funerals,
Escort
that do
bodies.
escort remains coming back. It
Right.
wasn't that long ago we had a World War II remains come through
Yeah.
on 460.
Wow.
I think it was from Richmond to Lynchburg.
Mm-hmm.
And all along 460, VFW and American Legion stations were there greeting them with flags
Wow.
and giving him a final salute
Yeah.
on his way.
That's great.
That's a great organization as well. But
Other primary sponsors of the event, I mentioned the American Legion, the VFW, the Farmville Jarheads, Military Officers Association of America, but also Daughters of the American Revolution. They do a remarkable job and really help out a lot, and they're sponsoring a hospitality suite this year.
Coffee and donuts.
Coffee and donuts. Can't get wrong there.
No.
Let's see who. Yeah, we got to give a shout out to Three Roads Brewing Company for hosting it.
Right.
And they provide all kinds of things from the DJ to others. And Julian Corbett, who is the manager there, I don't know what they're paying him, but he deserves a raise. He does so much for us.
He's amazing.
Well, he enjoys the plug, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They're located 312 West 3rd Street, Farmville, and that's where that's
Yes,
going to be.
it's in their beer garden.
All right.
And High Bridge State Park runs right by it, and they work with us as well. The town of Farmville helps us out. The old saying, it takes a village. It takes a whole town to put something like
Yeah.
this together. We've got dozens of participants as far as providers, kiosks, and probably close to 100 volunteers. Even high school kids are coming.
That's
ROTC will
good.
be there.
Yeah.
You name it. If it's patriotic, if it's military based, they're going to probably be there.
As a matter of fact, we've done so well our first 2 years, we actually achieved some recognition.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kerby
Big
ta-
news. We were before the
Okay.
town recently, and they gave us actually a proclamation about this. But the Department of Veterans Affairs and the Veteran Day National Committee has designated the town of Farmville as a regional site for a Veterans Day event.
Okay, that's
and lots of criteria that goes into that, and we achieved it. And like Fred said, this is only our 3rd year, and a lot of folks never get it.
great. Right.
To put it in perspective, for the entire Commonwealth of Virginia last year, only 9 had that designation.
Wow.
And only 435 in the entire country.
Wow.
So it's
That's
their
something.
way of giving us their seal of approval.
Yeah.
If a veteran is looking for a legit place to go celebrate Veterans Day, we're now on their map.
That's great.
It's a real labor of love. I mean, our
yeah.
committee meeting starts in February. We have a monthly meeting starting in February, so we'll be
Right back
cranking
in.
up in just a couple months for next
Right.
year.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah,
It never ends.
it doesn't, and that's good.
Yeah,
We
it
don't
is
want it
good.
to.
No, of course not. So the date again is Saturday, November 8th.
Correct.
And
it
that's
runs from 12 to 5.
Mhm.
come hungry. Support the food trucks. They're supporting us. Bring your wallet. A lot of these booths will have fundraisers. You heard about the rifle, but other folks will be doing fundraisers as well. Come spend money at the brewery. It's a way of saying thank you to them for being such a great support of the community. And just come have fun. We do recommend bring lawn chairs.
Right.
Yes, the brewery has tons of seating, but we just had hundreds and hundreds of people last
Better
time.
to have a place to sit than not. Definitely.
And sometimes folks worry about parking. We've got plenty of parking.
Good.
Longwood has let us use a lot of their parking area on the other side of the rails, the trails.
Good.
We've cleaned that up. It's clean and it's safe, and we've painted lines, and those are ready to go.
Okay, well, great.
And we got the entire parking lot for the train station as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so
plenty of
parking shouldn't be a problem then.
Should not be.
Well, that's
No,
great.
And we
should not
do
be.
reserve the parking lot closest to the event for veterans who are maybe disabled or mobility issues. And we actually have a golf cart we can shuttle people around if necessary.
Well, that's even better. That's
And
good.
we got a lot of volunteers directing traffic. It should go smoothly.
So if any questions, I got your number here, 434-414-4494.
That's correct.
And Kerby Moore Kerby Moore 8, the number 8, at gmail.com.
Oh, that's correct. Thank you.
Okay, all right. And Facebook is Friends of Farmville Veterans. They can go there too and look for any information that they need to look up. Well, we thank you both, Kerby Moore, Fred Hill, for coming out, explaining and telling us all about this event. It sounds like it's got a lot going on to it, and
Come one, come on.
All right.
And it's not just for veterans. We got to keep saying that.
yeah,
It's
emphasize
for
that.
everybody.
Yeah, well, hopefully you get a nice crowd, deservingly so, because I think veterans should be recognized, regardless of how you feel about things. These are the people that give us what we have as far as our freedom.
That's absolutely right.
So
That's absolutely right.
and they should be honored.
There's an old definition about what is a veteran. They signed a blank check that somebody else will cash, but you don't know how much.
Right.
It's definitely going to be for part of your life and absence from your friends and family, but it could be a wound. It could be your life. I mean,
Yeah.
somebody else decides.
Yep.
And not everybody's willing to sign that blank check.
No, they're not. And that's all the more reason why they should be recognized. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for allowing us to chat about
Oh,
it.
no problem.
Greatly
Anytime.
appreciated.
Good luck on the event.
Thank you. Hope to see you there.
All right. Take care.
All right. Thanks.
All right. That was Kerby Moore, Fred Hill, and the salute to Service Veterans Day Extravaganza. We'll mention again when it's happening. It's Saturday, November 8th, and it's from 12 until 5 p.m. Three Roads Brewing Company, 312 West 3rd Street, Farmville. And again, if you have any questions, call this number 434-414-4494, or you can email Kerby Moore, the number 8, at gmail.com, or go to Facebook and look up Friends of Farmville Veterans for any information you may be seeking. So our phone lines are now open here on the show if you'd like to give us a call. Number is 434-394-0924. We had someone calling earlier. I don't know if... No, okay. So they'll try back here later. So phone lines are open here at WFLO and the Call Flo Radio Show. Let me take a look at our time here. We still got some time before we have to do birthdays and anniversaries and a look-see at the weather. So I guess I'll not be going solo here much longer. We've got Paul.
Good morning, John.
Good morning, Paul. Got to lower my register. Otherwise, I sound like Mickey Mouse.
That was a really good interview, by the way.
Well, I can't take the credit. They did the talk. They did most. That's the way I like to do interviews. I let them do the talk.
Oh yeah, right, exactly.
I try to get out of their way, basically. But that was nice of them to come in and let us know about this event, which this type of stuff I'm glad still goes on.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's Marine Corps birthday coming up on November 10th. 250 years of the Marine Corps.
Semper Fi.
Hoorah!
But yeah, Fred's he was exciting to talk to. He before I was late coming on top of the hour because I was listening to him. I'm like going, oh, I'm supposed to be running the show here. So I had to run in here and make it do. Matter of fact, I think I forgot to play a spot here. So let me play that real quick, and we'll get right back to the show.
In times of grief, making difficult decisions about how best to honor the memory of someone so important can be overwhelming. Puckett Funeral Home is here to help with complete professional and compassionate funeral planning services to meet your needs and respectfully celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Final arrangements are handled with care. Puckett Funeral Home. Funerals, burials, cremation, and pre-planning. Phone 24 hours a day, 434-391-3830. That's 434-391-3830.
All right, we're making amends there for anything I might have missed at the top of the hour. It is the Call Flo Radio Show. Number is 434-394-0924. Myself, John Staton, and Paul Barlow here, and taking your phone calls. Paul just dropped off some knowledge to me that he is finally seen the first episode of the Wild Wild West.
Yes.
Oh, let me get your mic back on.
Yes, because you mentioned it the other day about Robert Conrad.
Yeah, Bob Conrad.
Yeah, and all I knew him from was Baba Black Sheep,
Right,
which I loved.
which was in the 70s.
Right,
Yeah.
right, exactly. But yeah, you mentioned that they were Secret Service agents in the West, which is quite the twist.
Yeah.
And it seemed very James Bondish to me.
That was the whole premise of the show. It was like, the spy genre had kicked in with the James Bond movies by that point.
Yeah.
And so the guy that produced the show originally, or the creator, or whatever you want to give him the title of, he said, let's take the spy genre, and Westerns were real popular still in the 60s on TV especially. Let's take these two genres and sort of do it like a mashup.
Right.
And that's what that show was, basically.
But they had hidden walls in their train car
Yes.
that they traveled in this fitted out train car.
Yep.
Because I was on a Bewitched kick,
Right.
and Agnes Moorehead plays Samantha's mother in the show.
Yep.
And so I was researching her.
And she appears on an
And
episode.
she appears in season 2 of the Wild Wild West, and she was actually nominated for an Emmy.
Which was the only time anyone from the Wild Wild West was ever, nominated for that.
And we watched it, and it was quite the performance from her. I could see why.
So you've seen that episode.
Yes, that's the one that we watched.
Emma Valentine was the character she played.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I think the episode was titled "My Deadly Valentine."
Something like that. And the plot was basically she would take these ladies and broom them, or whatever word you want to use. She got them to be, beautiful and gorgeous and very attractive, to the point that she would have them be swooped or sweep these rich men off their feet.
Yes.
But she would be the controlling factor behind it all.
Yes.
And then kill him off.
Yeah.
And reap the benefits of being married to these guys and
Right.
get all the benefits from that. And
I like the contraptions that they
Yeah.
had.
yeah.
Yeah. It was like an IBM punch card that she fed into
Yes.
this machine to like torture the poor agent.
Yeah. Yeah, because Bob at one point, he's in a chair or something, and it's like these
Artificial arms are
wrapped
holding
around
him.
him.
Yeah.
And she's asking him all these questions, blonde or brunette, and all the
Yes.
and all this sort of stuff. And
Right. And Bob Conrad, man, he was young, but he was pretty cocky. In,
Oh, yeah.
in that role.
Well, I think that's what they wanted.
Yeah.
They wanted this sure of himself type of guy.
I really wish I would have seen it as a kid, because they had hidden compartments that held weapons and everything in their train car.
Yeah, this show
And
was
I
like
would have totally gotten into it.
mid to late 60s. So my dad got me hooked on it. And, other people were watching Star Trek, and I was watching that. Mm-hmm. So, eventually I discovered Star Trek on my own, but yeah, everyone was talking about Star Trek, and I'm going, all I can talk about is Wild Wild West. I hadn't seen anything else, but I was really captivated by that show. I thought it was neat because I thought the fist fights, when they would have them, were better than the fist fights on, I don't know, Bonanza or Big Valley or
Yeah.
Because Conrad seemed like a tough guy. He was like, I'll take on 20 guys.
They were better choreographed.
Thank you. That's
definitely.
exactly what I was
Yep.
saying. All right, so let's see who we have here. Our first caller this morning. Good morning. You're on the Call Flo Radio Show.
Well, good morning.
Good morning, Henry. How are you?
Good morning, Henry.
Well, I've had a hard time getting through.
We had two gentlemen on talking about the Salute to Service Veterans Day Extravaganza, Kerby and Fred Hill. We had those two men as our guests this morning, and so that's...
I didn't catch all of that, but the artist stood by the wall so he could do what? I mean, by the well. The artist stood by the well so he could draw water.
Okay. Picture
and
that.
he was
Picture
cold.
that, if you will.
Oh. But
Yeah.
He was cold sober, and he drank to keep warm.
Mm.
Yeah, and the billy goat had long horns,
Yeah.
which gave him a large butt,
Okay.
and he used the horns for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hey, Henry, have you ever read Jack and the Beanstalk?
Have I ever read Jack and the Beanstalk?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. You're not familiar with the story about the giant?
Yeah, I have. I was kidding you.
Okay. All right. Well, when I read that as a child, I was deathly afraid of giants. And I went to the doctor, and the doctor said I had fee-fi-phobia.
There's probably a lot of that going around. Yeah. You know, this guy started to sell his rooster, but then he chickened out.
Oh.
Yeah. And, of course, there was a preacher who ran a shoe shop because he'd do anything to save souls.
There you go.
Well, I know time's getting short. And my breath's getting long, but this is a true event. February 7th, 2008, I was called by Mrs. Pauline Frank, who told me that they had taken us to the VA hospital in Richmond, that he had a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
I was told the doctors put in one stent in his heart, and that Earl might be coming home the next day.
Right.
Well, when he got home, he had severe pain, and they took him back to the hospital, and they found nothing wrong, so they sent him back home again, and he continued his ministry, and he still continues today. Now, that was, 17 years ago?
I'll take your word for it.
And you see, the Lord always knew he was going to take care of his servant.
Right.
And once again, he did.
Yeah.
And still does today.
That's right.
So I just want to share that thought with you.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us, Henry.
All right. We hope to talk to you tomorrow.
Hope so.
All right, Henry. Thanks for calling.
All right. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bless you, Henry. Bye. All right. That was Henry Fulcher, and that got us to the bottom of the hour to take care of some business, which we will do right now. And so let's see. Grab the actual announcements I need here. Birthday calendar, we'll do that after the weather. So weather is brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County.
Hello, I'm Stuart Wilborn, manager of the Bank of Charlotte County Loan Office in downtown Farmville. I invite you to call or come by and see me about your loan needs. Whether it's time to purchase investment property, build your dream house, expand your business, or purchase timberland or farmland, you will find old school personal assistance with attention to detail. Stop by our office at 216 North Main Street or call us at 391-1136. The Bank of Charlotte County, giving you more for your banking needs. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Okay, so this is me doing the weather here again. All right, let's see how much it's changed since the last 2 times I've done it. For today, 20% chance of rain. Look for a high today near 65 and a north wind 5 to 7 miles per hour. Becoming west by this afternoon. Then tonight, clear with a low around 39 and a west wind around 6 miles per hour. Sunny Tuesday, high near 64 and a northwest wind 3 to 6 miles per hour. Tuesday night, mostly clear with a low around 38 and a light southwest wind. Wednesday, sunny, a high near 70 and a southwest wind 6 to 13 miles per hour, gusts as high as 23. Wednesday night, mostly clear with a low around 46. Right now in Farmville, humidity is 100%. Winds are north 6 miles per hour, barometer 30.15. Here in Farmville right now, we've got ourselves mostly sunny skies, 57. Birthdays coming up, but let me wrap this up. The Bank of Charlotte County with branch locations in Phoenix, Charlotte Courthouse, Brookneal, and their loan office in downtown Farmville. The birthday calendar brought to you by Terry Atkins Wilson, PC. The law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, is located at 117 North Main Street in downtown Farmville. With deep roots in Farmville and our surrounding communities, Terry and her legal staff specialize in real estate law, wills and trusts, and business formations. Experience and professionalism are extended to every customer in every case. The needs and concerns of every customer are their primary focus. If you have legal needs, contact the law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, for a consultation at 434-392-1422. All right, play it again, Sam. There we go. All right, here we go. Birthdays for today, Monday, November 3rd. I present to you Paul Barlow.
Thank you, John.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so today, November 3rd, Judy Scruggs of Cumberland is celebrating a birthday.
All right.
Mr. Stanley Lee of Dillwyn.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Harris is also celebrating today, as well as Blair Myers. And we have one anniversary, Fletcher and Dana Borum. Happy anniversary to you.
And that's it?
That's it.
All right. So to get those on, you can do a few things. You can either call us right now, 434-394-0924, or send those names, birthdays or anniversaries, to birthdays at WFLO.net. And for the right legal advice, visit Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, Main Street, Farmville. Thank you, Paul Barlow, for reading those names for us this morning.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
I appreciate it. All right, so we've talked about the Veterans Day Extravaganza happening earlier. We talked about the Wild Wild West, one of my favorite topics of all time. And
But also, though, Agnes Moorehead, just because I really went down the rabbit hole with this woman.
all right.
Since she was such a great actress.
Mm-hmm.
But I stumbled upon a John Wayne movie from 1959 that I had never heard of.
Okay.
And it's called The Conqueror, and he plays Genghis Khan.
Yes, yes.
And apparently it's one of the worst movies ever made.
Right.
John Wayne is Genghis Khan.
They would cast anybody back in those days.
But they filmed it in, where was it? Somewhere in the Midwest.
And unfortunately, they were doing testing out that way.
Yes, and they were downwind of a nuclear test site.
And supposedly most of the cast from that movie died of some sort of cancer.
There was 220 people on the set, and almost half of them eventually came down with some form of cancer.
Right.
Yeah, I think it was Utah, somewhere out there.
Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, I've never seen that film. I've heard of it, but I've never
Yeah,
actually
it's
watched
probably
it.
best.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't even seen the trailer of it yet.
Okay.
But apparently Marlon Brando was originally chosen as the lead.
He didn't want to do it.
He said, no way.
Smart man, I guess.
And but John Wayne really wanted the role, so he really
Okay.
fought for it. So he thought the script was really great. And I guess he was trying to step outside of his typecast
most actors
character.
try to do that.
But Genghis Khan?
Well, Pilgrim,
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I got my sword here. But also, Howard Hughes produced it. And
Okay.
you would have thought that Howard Hughes would have known about the nuclear testing.
Well, that or yeah.
unless it was top secret, and then
which it could have been.
and then they realized years later what had happened.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, but that's a shame what happened to that cast and crew.
Yeah. I mean, granted, you can argue, well, someone like Wayne who smoked and drank, I mean, they want to label. Sometimes those things, unfortunately, though, are just genetic.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You either get it or you don't.
Yeah.
Right. But I would think, though, being exposed to severe
I don't
radiation
think it helps anything.
would kind of
Yeah.
kickstart something like that.
Yeah.
But Agnes Moorehead died of uterine cancer.
Okay.
And she attributed it to that film set.
All right. Well, you've brought up an interesting thing in the sense that you like Bewitched.
Yes.
Which Dick do you prefer, Dick York or Dick Sargent?
I've only seen Dick York
Oh, interesting.
so far.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I think I haven't gotten into the later seasons.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I was more. Now, supposedly he had to, pardon the pun, back out due to having a real bad back.
Yes. Yeah. He wrenched his back on a movie set.
Okay.
He and another actor were in the scene where they were pumping one of those rail cars down the track.
Okay.
And they had wounded people inside the cart. And then the director yelled, "Cut." And just as Dick York was pulling up on that lever to propel the car, one of the guys in the car grabbed on to the handle that he was lifting. And so all of the extra's weight was on that handle, and it shredded Dick York's back muscles. And he never recovered.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, supposedly he was in constant pain while he was filming the show.
Always, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And back then they would just give you pain pills. And so that created a problem for him.
So that was like one of those things
on.
early. And granted, I saw those shows in rerun form. But I remember that was like my first exposure to, well, 1 minute someone's in this part and then we recast for whatever reason.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what the reason was at the time.
Right.
But I discovered through the internet years later that's what
yes.
the issue was.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, what? The other guy was fine. What was wrong with him? Type of thing. I didn't quite get it.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
right.
It's
yeah.
like, what was wrong with him? Why
Yeah. And they didn't kill the character off.
No, they
you
just
know, they just
recast
kind
it.
of switched it and said, well,
Hoping no one would notice.
well, he's close enough looking to him,
Right.
you know.
I was looking celebrity birthdays. Actress Kate Capshaw turned 70. Kate Capshaw was in only 2 movies I really remember as a kid. The second Indiana Jones film, which they want to say,
Well, she married Spielberg.
yes, she did.
Okay.
But that's how she ended up marrying Spielberg, because she was in the second Indiana Jones film, which was supposedly the prequel to the first one, Raiders of the Lost Ark. She was in Temple of
Yeah, all
Doom.
she did in that movie was just scream a lot.
I was going to say that. She was in one other film before that film that's not as well known, but I used to really love to watch it because I guess back in the early 80s or whatever when this film came out, I say early, maybe more like mid-80s, it was a movie called Dreamscape. And this movie had Dennis Quaid, I want to say. He was the lead in it.
Okay.
And it was this movie about, and it was set in current time, so it would have been 80s, the Reagan era, the whole thing with the Russians, blah, blah, blah. And so the movie had to deal with these people that were able to transform themselves into other people's dreams.
Okay.
Kind of, that was the premise behind it.
Right.
And so you had this president played by Eddie Albert of Green Acres.
Oh my gosh.
And he was the Reagan president, if you want to say. And so it was like this nuclear arms thing and all this sort of stuff. And people were in higher up positions that weren't so good were basically concerned that he was going to do something that I guess would be more like let's come to an agreement with Russia as opposed to fighting them and all this other stuff. And so these people developed this thing where, all right, well, we got ourselves an assassin who will go into his dream and kill him. And Carradine was like on the other side. He was the good guy, and he ends up him and this other guy end up fighting in the dream, trying to save the president and all this.
Wow.
It's an interesting. Now, granted, it's 80s, so the special effects and everything are much of that era. But as a kid, it freaked me out because like at one point, Carradine's character tries to help this kid who's having these real bad nightmares about this lizard man, and they show this lizard man. It's stop motion kind of claymation kind of looking thing, but it was freaky at the time.
Huh. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out.
She was technically in that film first because that film came out like a year or two before, and I dare say that might be why Spielberg probably casted her. He saw her in this film.
Okay.
And
then
led one thing to it.
She needed private acting lessons on the side or something.
But you're right. She did yell a lot in that
You know
Temple
what
of
though?
Doom movie.
That and the only other role that really ticks me off is that little kid in Swiss Family Robinson. The tone of that kid's voice, all he does throughout the entire movie, the Disney film, is just yell at this pitch, and he never shuts up. And if they could mute that kid out somehow, it would be a really good movie.
Well, see, I've never seen Shane, but I've always seen the end of Shane, and that drove me up the wall hearing that kid going, Shane!
Yeah.
Shane!
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just that frequency. Well, Noah hates certain frequencies as well.
Yes, he does.
We all have our frequency phobias, I guess.
Noah's not joining us this morning. I've noticed
Yeah. We
He's
are.
got better things to do, I guess.
Yeah, we are.
Bigger fish to fry.
Yeah. Well, he's busy, man.
He is. I am too, but I still find the time to come in and do things. Anyway, comedian Dennis Miller turning 70 today as well. Him and Kate Capshaw are the same age. I actually saw him perform live out in Vegas one time.
You did?
Yeah, he performed at the hotel we were staying at, Paris, the one with the Eiffel Tower replica or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
What were you doing out there?
I want to say that might have been a State Farm kind of
Nice
trip.
Oh, sweet.
And
So it was like a convention
something
kind of
like
thing?
Yeah, and Dad asked if I wanted to go. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
It was my first time out there in Vegas.
Right, yeah. What year was that?
I figured you'd ask. Probably early 2000s.
Okay, I wonder if it's changed a lot. They still have.
Probably have.
Don't they have the original strip there, but they like encased it under
Maybe some, but I think a lot of the original
shelter.
hotels that you used to see on TV back
Yeah.
in the 70s
Yeah.
and 80s.
The Flamingo.
I think a lot of that's gone.
Well, I know the Sands is gone.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite live albums is Sinatra at the Sands back in '67.
Okay.
With Count Basie's orchestra. And Quincy Jones produced that, wrote all the music for it.
Okay.
Yeah, really, really good album. It's like a double live album.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, so and one of these days I'll get to Vegas, I guess.
So you've never been?
No, and I've never been in a casino except for once, and it was down in Danville. They were looking for a slot machine technician to run their repair shop there at the casino.
Right.
And I went down and interviewed, and I thought I had a really good interview. And then they called me with an offer.
Yeah. And it looks like you balked at the offer.
It was less. It was like McDonald's worker wages, and it's like, are you kidding me? Actually, Buckingham County bus drivers would make more an hour.
Wow.
Than being in charge of fixing all of the slot machines at a huge casino, which I thought was kind of chintzy.
Yeah.
Chintzy myself.
I would have never thought that.
Yeah, I know, right? I figured, oh man, I'm going to be in the money. No.
Yeah, I've been in a few casinos other than Vegas. When we used to go to the Memphis Film Festival, that was in a hotel that was all about casinos and stuff like that. It was like a whole strip of them.
Right.
And
yeah, I don't know anything about gambling. The only thing
Neither
I
do
would
I.
probably do is do the roulette.
Yeah.
I would just walk up to the wheel and say, I'm feeling good about 18, and throw like $5 on 18 and see what happens.
But I've never have been tempted to.
yeah,
do it.
you don't have that bug.
No, well, I don't have the money either to throw away.
Well, yeah, right, exactly. You see,
I think that's the main thing about it. Actor Dolph Lundgren is 66. He obviously rose to fame playing Ivan Drago, or whatever his name was, against Rocky.
Did you know that
Rocky
he
IV.
sent Sly to the ICU during
Yes.
filming of that?
Yeah, he was hitting him a little. But I think Stallone said something like, "I mean, as well as you
That's
can.
exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it real, you know?
Right. Yeah, and
And he
Bammo.
made it too real.
Yeah, strong guy.
And the other interesting thing that he was in, as that sort of harkened back to my childhood, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe was a cartoon I remember watching when I was younger. And they decided to make a movie about it in the 80s, but by the time they tried to make it, that was kind of dying off.
Okay.
And I was getting a little bit older, but he was cast as He-Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And,
Okay. And then he was in one of the Expendables movies
Yeah.
also.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently Stallone made him cry. Because he was berating him. They had press there that day.
Okay.
And the whole cast was around. And Stallone was really picking on him and said, "Come on, man, my grandmother can do that better." And he made him do like 40 takes of the same thing. And then later on, he apologized.
Yeah.
And I think because he remembered what happened during Rocky IV.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, this guy can really mess me up. So, let me come back and apologize to the guy.
He was a champion of some kind, world champion of something when he was younger. I don't remember if it was in boxing or kickboxing or what, but
Yeah.
he was some karate or something. The first thing he ever got casted in as an extra was in the last Roger Moore James Bond film. What was that one called? A View to a Kill.
Okay.
And you only see him for like a split second. And he's like one of the Russian kind of
Tough guys.
yeah, or whatever.
Okay.
At that point,
heavy. They used to call them heavies.
And I think the reason he got that at all was because was it Grace Jones? Was that her name? She's in that film, and he was dating her at the time.
Interesting.
And they saw him on set, I guess, and said, "Well, he looks the part.
Yeah.
Big, tall guy,
yeah.
blonde hair, and
Right, yeah.
And it's like, yeah, we'll get him."
Is that how he got his start then?
I guess
That was before Rocky IV.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or about the same time, because
Right.
Rocky IV was what, 85, 86, something.
Man,
like
oh man, with those James Bond movies, the opening sequence, they always had to get bigger and better
Oh, they
with
always
them.
had to top themselves. Yeah.
And I remember, I can't remember which one it is, but it's a skiing scene
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about.
with the guys on the motorbikes with the spiked tires.
Yes.
And then at the end of the scene, he skis off of the cliff.
Yep.
And opens up his parachute.
Yep.
And it's the Union Jack.
Yes. Which an actual guy had to do that stunt.
Yes.
And that guy specialized in doing that because he sold himself, I guess, to the company. Hey, I can do this stunt.
Right. I think he made like $200,000 for that stunt, though.
Yeah, and I've listened to the commentary on that, and I want to say it was maybe a producer or someone that was in the know that his when he made that particular jump that's in the movie, one of the blades almost got caught on that parachute as it opened up, and it could have
The skis.
Yeah, skis.
Well, you
thank
can
yeah.
see the skis come off
Yeah.
almost immediately.
But one stays on for a little bit.
Yeah, right. And then it like floats up.
And
yeah.
and if it had gotten caught on the parachute, that could have caused a lot of trouble.
Altered, his trajectory. Yeah.
But they were able to. He was able to clear it, I guess you could say. Yeah, I always thought that was an impressive stunt.
Oh, that was one of the best I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was
You know,
pretty good.
that's definitely the best part of the movie. But then he ends up skiing down a bobsled track.
Yes.
And the amount of stunt work
Yeah.
put into that sequence is just amazing.
Well, that was back when you actually had to do these stunts.
Yes, there was no CGI. No.
I mean, they'd have those stupid insert shots that I never understood why they did it. I think they thought the audience was that dumb. It's like, all right, let's put in this shot where you actually see him in front of a movie screen.
Yes.
Pretending like he's doing whatever he's doing.
Right, yeah.
I was like, we don't need to see that.
I know.
I mean, it's like we have to really drive home the fact that that's Roger Moore. It's like we all know it's not. So
Yeah.
So don't worry.
Yeah, I know. Especially since the background was really out of focus or something.
Or
They
it just looked fake
They
half
just
the time.
couldn't do it well.
No. Well, my thing was always, if you have to do it, get a close-in shot. They would pull back so far.
Yeah.
We can see the blue screen. You can see the
Right, exactly.
You can see it's obvious that he's in a studio.
Yeah, I know. They should just put him like in the back of a truck and film him up close
Yeah.
as the background goes by.
Yeah, something a little shaky cam,
Yeah,
and
right.
definitely more close up.
Yes.
So you don't pay that much attention to the backdrop.
To the backdrop. Yeah.
Exactly. But anyway, all right. So what? Who else?
Today is Charles Bronson's birthday.
Were you a Charles Bronson fan?
Yeah. What's your favorite Charles Bronson movie?
Wow. I would. For me, it's probably Once Upon a Time in the Old West.
Same here. That's one of the greatest movies
Yes.
ever made. Sergio Leone.
Yeah.
That is an opera. The music.
Yeah.
Just everything about it.
That one I discovered just as a kid, probably on TBS or something. They would run it.
That is my number one go-to movie of all time.
And I watched that thing, and I just fell in love with it.
Oh,
Even though
my
it was
gosh.
very slow paced,
Yes.
very slow paced. But the moments where stuff does happen is so
Oh my
cool.
gosh! And those Sergio Leone close-ups.
Yep.
And with the Ennio Morricone music.
Yep.
Oh my gosh! And Claudia
Cardinale,
Cardinale,
I believe, or however you pronounce it.
gorgeous actress.
Yes. Very pretty.
Yeah, but Jason
Jason
Robards.
Yep. Woody Strode was at the beginning.
Yeah, right, for like 2 minutes.
Now the interesting, I don't know if this is true.
Jack Elam too.
Yeah, Jack Elam was one of them.
Yeah.
And the other guy was like an Italian star of some kind or something.
Yeah.
But I've read this. I don't know if I truly believe this, but it could be just one of those things that was simply talked about but was never seriously considered. But folklore has it that scene with the three guys was talked about being Lee Van Cleef. Who was the other guy that was in Good, Bad, and the Ugly? The shorter guy.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of his name right now.
Oh boy.
But basically,
Yeah.
him and Clint Eastwood. It was supposed to be those three guys that Bronson takes out.
Oh,
at the beginning.
interesting.
That would have been.
No
I don't think
way.
Eastwood would have agreed to that.
No.
I don't think so. Not on my watch, no. But it would have been cool. But
Yeah.
But no. But I've read that, and I was like, really? I was like, that might have been an idea,
Yeah.
maybe, but I don't think that.
But that opening sequence when they're in that train station,
Yep.
just the way that Sergio put all that together,
Yep.
it's just priceless. It's really, really good.
Did you bring a horse for me?
Yeah.
Looks like we're shy of one horse.
Yeah.
You brought too
Too many. and then the music comes up.
Yep.
And the way that Bronson drew his gun,
Yeah.
he dropped his bag, and I've watched it so many times, and he
Yeah.
must have rehearsed it 1,000 times.
Probably.
But he dropped his bag. He had his gun in his hand while he was holding the bag, but you couldn't see his gun.
Right.
And he drops his bag and then just immediately comes up with his gun, and it's like that was brilliant.
Yeah, his character is called Harmonica.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you know, the first time I watched it, the very first time I watched it, I was thrown at the end because they have that scene where you keep seeing Henry Fonda coming closer and closer.
Yes.
Because I was young, I guess, I didn't realize that was supposed to be a younger Henry Fonda.
Oh, okay.
So I took the end the wrong way at first initially until you see the way the gun fight plays out. When he holds up the harmonica,
Yes.
I thought as a kid, I was like, he killed him?
Yeah, oh, okay,
But,
right.
But that was a flashback scene.
Yeah. And the young Charles Bronson really doesn't kind of look like him.
Yeah.
You know? I can see where it would be totally confusing.
It threw me at that point.
Yeah.
But once you watch once I saw the scene where they actually draw on each other,
Yeah.
then I got he left him the harmonica as a kid,
Right.
and that's why he still had it all that time.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But initially, I was a little shocked. I was like, no, he didn't win.
Yeah.
You know. Plus, it's interesting for me because I never thought of Henry Fonda as America's sweetheart as far as like actors. But he
Oh,
was,
yes.
but he was at the time in all that. But I didn't grow up in that era because I wasn't around. So I didn't really see a whole lot of Henry Fonda type movies except another Western that was him and John Wayne, and it was a John Ford production. Any other time I could tell you which one it is. It's in black and white. And Henry Fonda is like the commander, the new commander in this fort. Fort Apache is the name of it.
Okay. Yeah.
And Wayne is like a sergeant or something like that. And Wayne is respectful of him, but they don't get along because they don't agree militarily with the Indians. And Henry Fonda basically wants to wipe the Indians out. And,
Oh, okay.
And Wayne's character is like, well, you gotta respect them. Don't underestimate them. Kind of thing.
Yes.
And so but he's not a likable character in the movie, meaning Fonda. And so I'd watch stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't really like Fonda all this much.
Yeah, usually he was in black and whites like The Grapes of Wrath.
Right,
or
but he
something
was always considered like the leading man, this good guy that America loved.
always a good guy.
And I didn't get that because I didn't watch all those movies, and I only saw like certain films. So when he was the bad guy,
when he was revealed after he massacred that family,
Yeah.
and then the camera pans around and you see his face,
Right.
I was shocked because
that's what they were going for. They were going for the shock. Well, it didn't shock me because I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
oh, okay, it shocked me.
Yeah,
because it's like, holy moly, that's Henry Fonda,
I thought he played
the worst human on the planet.
I thought he played it to the hilt. I thought he was. But it was believable. I was like, yeah, that's Fonda. But,
yeah.
but that was coming from my perspective of
okay.
not being raised on. I didn't get that shock value that they were going for. They admitted that that's what they wanted. They wanted when the camera reveals who the bad guy is.
Right.
They wanted to shock the audience with that.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting.
Oh man, that was brilliant.
It's a great film. But
Mission accomplished.
But I like Charles Bronson and other films. I like the ones that he made a bunch of Death Wish movies. I liked all that. Too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But that's my favorite.
Right. And Charles Bronson, wasn't he? Well, he was a World War II vet too. I think he flew in planes.
Well, he's in The Dirty Dozen.
Yeah. Right.
He was in Magnificent Seven, which I've never really watched.
Oh, really?
I believe he's in that. I don't think he's like one of the main guys, but he's part of the seven, I think.
It's been a long time since I've seen that one.
But yeah, he was what was he doing before he got to Hollywood? I think he like worked in coal mines.
He
and
was.
stuff like that.
Yeah, during the Depression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a tough guy.
Yeah, he grew up really poor.
Yeah.
And then on a film set one time, Kurt Russell gave him a birthday present.
Yes, I remember
and he
reading
didn't he didn't know how to react.
Yes.
Because nobody had ever given him a present before.
That's it.
Yep.
Well, we can go down the Charles Bronson story all day, but I guess we need to go.
All right.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Paul, for showing up.
Oh,
and
sure, no problem.
We'll do it again tomorrow. Later.